Welcome to World Information HD, your go-to channel for uncovering the most intriguing and valuable collectibles from around the globe. In today's video, we delve into the world of rare U.S. coins, spotlighting the top 5 most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies, some of which have fetched millions at auction. From wartime minting errors to limited production runs, these pennies are more than just pocket change. They're pieces of history that could change your life overnight. Today, we are exploring a coin that captures a unique moment in history, an item that quietly circulated in the hands of everyday Americans but now stands as a remarkable artifact for collectors. We are talking about the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln 1 cent, commonly known as the Lincoln wheat penny. While millions were minted during this period, certain coins from this year have become highly prized, not just for their age but for their historical significance, rarity, and condition. The Lincoln wheat penny, introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's centennial, features the familiar portrait of the 16th President of the United States on the obverse, while the reverse carries the classic twin wheat stalks design, a symbol of prosperity and growth. This penny, however modest it may seem in today's world of digital currency and large denominations, played an essential role in everyday life during the early 1940s. It represented not only the financial transactions of the time but also the enduring presence of Lincoln's legacy throughout the country. In 1941, America was on the brink of monumental change. The nation was still recovering from the lingering effects of the Great Depression, and international tensions were escalating as World War II intensified abroad. In this environment, small coins like the Lincoln wheat penny were more than currency. They were part of the fabric of daily life, used by millions in stores, markets, and households. Every purchase of a loaf of bread, a newspaper, or a bus fare often included a simple 1-cent coin that now holds a story decades later. The 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is particularly interesting because it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins from this mint did not carry a distinguishing mark, which makes them instantly recognizable among collectors. While the Philadelphia Mint was known for its large production numbers, not every penny from this era has survived in pristine condition. Coins that do remain today, especially those with sharp details and minimal wear, are considered highly collectible. Collectors pay special attention to the condition, looking at the luster, strike quality, and absence of scratches or discoloration, all of which can drastically affect the coin's value. Over the decades, the Lincoln wheat penny series has become one of the most beloved among numismatists. Its simplicity and historical significance make it appealing to both novice collectors and seasoned professionals. The 1941 issue holds a unique place in this lineage because it captures a moment just before America's entry into World War II. Coins from this era carry a tangible sense of history, a piece of the everyday economy before the nation underwent dramatic social and industrial transformations. What makes the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny especially valuable today is not just its age but also its survivability in high grades. Coins that show minimal signs of circulation or retain their original mint luster can command prices far above their face value. Many collectors seek out examples that are free of major imperfections, with the intricate details of Lincoln's hair and coat, as well as the wheat stalks on the reverse, still clearly visible. Finding a coin that meets these standards is rare, which is why such pennies are so eagerly sought after in auctions and private sales. For those new to coin collecting, understanding how a 1941 penny could be worth thousands of dollars might seem surprising. After all, it is just a small copper coin. But numismatics, the study and collection of coins, is driven by rarity, condition, and historical significance. Each coin carries with it the story of its creation, its journey through countless hands, and its preservation against the passage of time. When all these factors align, a coin like the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny becomes far more than currency. It becomes a historical treasure, a tangible connection to a moment over 80 years ago. Collectors also examine these coins for specific characteristics that can enhance their value even further. Some coins may have unique die variations, slight differences in the shape of letters or numbers, or anomalies that occurred during the minting process. These subtle distinctions are like fingerprints, making each coin unique and sometimes dramatically increasing its desirability. In the case of the 1941 penny, While it does not have many widely recognized major errors, any coin in exceptional condition with sharp details is prized in the numismatic community. Auctions and private sales of coins like this can generate intense competition. Enthusiasts from around the world are eager to obtain examples in top grades, and the history behind each coin often sparks fascinating stories about the lives of those who used them. A well-preserved penny from 1941 might have been part of a child's savings jar, a cashier's daily drawer, or even tucked away in a pocket for decades before being discovered. These small glimpses into everyday life in the early 1940s add to the allure of collecting and studying these coins. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series also appeals because of its accessibility. While high-grade 1941 pennies are rare and valuable, the series itself is relatively affordable for those starting in coin collecting. This makes it possible for beginners to gradually build a collection and aspire to own increasingly rare and high-quality examples. Many collectors enjoy the challenge of seeking out specific years and mint marks, examining coins under magnification, and learning to identify subtle differences that can elevate a coin's value. Another reason the 1941 penny remains fascinating is its connection to a pivotal era in American history. Just a few months after this coin was minted, the United States would enter World War II following the attack on Pearl Harbor. The coins of 1941 are, in a sense, a last glimpse of a pre-war America, a nation on the verge of immense change. Holding one of these pennies is like holding a piece of history, a small artifact that witnessed the life of the country before it faced global conflict. Collectors also value provenance, the documented history of a coin's ownership. A 1941 penny with a traceable history, especially if it comes from a well-known collection or has been authenticated by a professional grading service, can be significantly more valuable. The assurance that a coin is genuine and in the condition stated gives collectors confidence in their investment, knowing they are acquiring not just a coin, but a piece of verified history. Over time, the value of the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny has steadily increased. While millions were minted, the number of coins that remain in excellent condition has dwindled due to decades of circulation, environmental wear, and mishandling. Coins that retain their original beauty and detail are now rare, and collectors are willing to pay premium prices to add them to their collections. The market for such coins is active, with auction houses, online marketplaces, and private dealers all playing a role in connecting sellers with eager buyers. For anyone interested in collecting or investing in coins, the 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny represents an exciting opportunity. It combines historical significance, visual appeal, and scarcity, making it a coin that is both collectible and potentially valuable. Whether displayed in a protective holder, studied under magnification, or simply admired for its design, this penny tells a story that extends far beyond its face value. It is a reminder of a different era, of the people who used it, and of the ongoing fascination with small but historically meaningful objects. As we consider the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny today, it is clear that coins are more than just currency. They are markers of history, pieces of art, and collectible treasures that connect us to the past. They offer insight into the economy, culture, and daily life of the United States in the early 20th century. For collectors, they provide an opportunity to preserve history while also enjoying the thrill of discovery and the potential for financial reward. In conclusion, the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny is a coin of extraordinary interest. Its historical context, intricate design, and rarity make it a prized item for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or someone just beginning to explore the world of coin collecting, this penny offers a tangible link to a moment in American history, a piece of the past that continues to captivate and inspire. And for those seeking a more precise measure of its worth in the collector market today, a well-preserved example of this remarkable coin can command a value of $37,468. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and few coins capture the imagination quite like the Lincoln Wheat penny. Among these timeless pieces, one coin stands out for both its history and rarity: the 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny with no mint mark. At first glance, it may appear ordinary, just another penny from a bygone era. But for collectors, historians, and numismatists, this small copper disc tells a story that stretches far beyond its value in cents. The Lincoln wheat penny, also known as the wheat cent, was first introduced in 1909, marking the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and two stylized wheat stalks framing the reverse. This design replaced the Indian head cent and quickly became an American classic. For over 4 decades, the wheat penny remained in circulation, bridging generations, surviving countless transactions, and witnessing the evolution of the United States through the 20th century. By 1952, the Lincoln wheat penny was nearing the end of its era. In fact, just 12 years later, the wheat penny design would be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, making the 1952 pennies some of the last true examples of this iconic design still in circulation at the time. But what makes the 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny particularly special is not just its historical context, it's the story behind its creation, production, and survival. The absence of a mint mark on a 1952 penny indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. Unlike the Denver or San Francisco mints, which typically added a D or S mark to their coins, Philadelphia coins were deliberately left without any identifying mark. This was standard practice for many coins of the era, but for collectors today, this seemingly ordinary detail becomes crucial. It's a subtle mark of authenticity, a signature of the coin's origin, and a key to understanding its rarity. Philadelphia was the epicenter of coin production in the United States, and the 1952 pennies struck there were made during a period of meticulous quality control. The coins were composed of 95% copper, with the remaining 5% consisting of tin and zinc. They were struck on a bronze planchet, giving them a reddish-brown luster that, when preserved, can be strikingly beautiful. The coin's obverse features a finely detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, his hair and beard carefully engraved to reflect the dignity and gravitas of one of America's most revered presidents. On the reverse, the wheat ears symbolize prosperity and growth, reflecting the optimism of a nation recovering from World War II and entering a new era of progress. Despite their relatively large mintage, not all 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat pennies have survived in pristine condition. Many were circulated heavily, showing the wear and tear of everyday use. Others were lost, melted down, or damaged beyond recognition. This scarcity in uncirculated condition is what drives collectors to seek out the coin, even decades after its release. A 1952 penny in good condition tells a story not just of the mint, but of the hands it passed through, the pockets it jingled in, and the economy it quietly represented. For collectors, grading is everything. A coin's condition can dramatically affect its value, and the 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is no exception. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with the highest grades reserved for coins that have seen little to no circulation. The difference between a penny that has spent decades in circulation and one that has been carefully stored in a collection can be staggering. Subtle details, like the sharpness of Lincoln's cheekbones or the clarity of the wheat ears, can add hundreds, even thousands, to the coin's value. But condition is only part of the equation. Rarity, demand, and historical significance also play key roles in determining a coin's worth. The 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny sits at a unique intersection of these factors. While not the rarest penny in the Lincoln wheat series, it is highly sought after because it represents the end of an era. It is a tangible connection to a moment in American history, a piece of copper that has survived through decades of change. Collectors and enthusiasts recognize its value not just in monetary terms, but in the story it tells. Numismatic experts often point out interesting anomalies and errors that can make a 1952 penny even more collectible. For instance, some coins exhibit doubling in the lettering or variations in the strike, which can result in significant premiums at auction. Even subtle differences in color, toning, or patina can attract attention from serious collectors. These characteristics are more than just visual quirks. They are evidence of the coin's journey through history, reflecting the imperfections of production and the passage of time. Another factor that adds to the allure of the 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is its accessibility. Unlike some coins that are incredibly rare and out of reach for most collectors, this penny can still be found in circulation or purchased from reputable dealers. It provides an entry point for new collectors who want to experience the thrill of owning a piece of history without the extreme financial commitment that rarer coins demand. At the same time, high-grade examples of the coin remain prized by advanced collectors, creating a wide spectrum of interest and opportunity within the numismatic community. The story of the 1952 penny is not only about collecting, it is also about understanding American history. This coin was minted during a time of transition. The post-war economy was booming, suburbs were expanding, and the United States was entering a period of unprecedented prosperity. Pennies like the 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny were more than currency. They were symbols of daily life, small reminders of a nation's growth and potential. They passed through countless hands, from schoolchildren saving allowances to shopkeepers giving change, embedding themselves in the fabric of everyday experience. Collectors often describe the process of finding, grading, and preserving coins as a form of time travel. Holding a 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny allows you to connect directly with the past, to appreciate the craftsmanship and care that went into its creation. It is a tactile reminder of a different era, a link to a moment in history when Abraham Lincoln's legacy was honored in bronze and copper. For many, this connection is priceless. Over the decades, the value of this coin has steadily increased, reflecting both its historical significance and its desirability among collectors. Prices can fluctuate depending on condition, provenance, and market demand, but the trend has been clear. Well-preserved examples of the 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny are more valuable today than ever before. Serious collectors understand that owning such a coin is not just an investment, it is a way of preserving history, a tangible piece of the past that can be enjoyed, studied, and cherished for generations. When evaluating a 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny, it is essential to pay attention to details. Look for coins with minimal wear, sharp details, and original luster. Avoid heavily circulated coins if your goal is long-term value or investment potential. Certified coins, graded by recognized organizations, provide assurance of authenticity and condition, giving collectors confidence in their purchase. Understanding these nuances is key to appreciating why the 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny continues to capture the attention of collectors worldwide. In addition to its numismatic appeal, the coin has cultural resonance. It represents a period in American history when the nation was emerging as a global power, when technology and industry were reshaping society, and when everyday objects carried the weight of symbolism and meaning. The Lincoln Wheat penny reminds us that even the smallest items can hold significant stories, bridging the gap between ordinary life and historical legacy. Today, the 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny is more than just a coin, it is a collectible, an artifact, and a piece of art. From its finely crafted design to its historical context, it embodies the best of numismatic tradition. Collectors treasure it not only for its potential monetary value but also for the rich narrative it carries, connecting them to a time long past yet still vividly alive through the copper that survives. For anyone interested in coin collecting, the 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny is a must-have. It offers a combination of accessibility, historical importance, and potential for appreciation that few coins can match. Whether you are a beginner just starting your collection or an experienced numismatist seeking a rare and meaningful addition, this penny represents an opportunity to own a tangible piece of history, a small yet significant connection to the story of the United States. And finally, after exploring its history, rarity, design, and enduring appeal, it's worth noting the remarkable value that a well-preserved 1952 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny can achieve. In the vast and fascinating world of coin collecting, there are few pieces that capture both history and rarity as beautifully as the Lincoln Wheat penny. Among the many variations of this beloved coin, the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny stands out as an exceptional treasure for collectors and enthusiasts alike. While at first glance it may seem like an ordinary penny, its story, rarity, and potential value make it a coin that commands attention and admiration. To understand the allure of the 1956 no-mint mark penny, we first need to dive into the historical context of the coin itself. The Lincoln cent, also called the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, marking a significant departure from the traditional images of liberty and allegorical figures that had adorned American coins for decades. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured a profile portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the classic wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity and growth. These wheat ears became a signature element, giving the coin its famous wheat penny nickname, which would remain in use until 1958. The year 1956 was a unique time in American coinage. The United States was experiencing post-war economic prosperity, and coins were being minted in vast numbers to meet the needs of everyday commerce. That year, Lincoln cents were produced in massive quantities at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. However, a particular characteristic sets the 1956 penny from Philadelphia apart: the absence of a mint mark. While coins from Denver and San Francisco bore their respective D and S mint marks, the Philadelphia coins were produced without any mint mark at all. While this may seem ordinary, it is precisely this simple detail that can make all the difference for collectors seeking coins with specific traits. The 1956 no mint mark Lincoln wheat penny was struck on a copper planchet, as was standard at the time, giving it that classic reddish-brown hue that coin enthusiasts immediately recognize. Over the decades, the natural toning of copper has produced a variety of shades, from deep reddish browns to lighter, almost golden hues, depending on storage conditions and circulation. For collectors, a coin in exceptional condition, with minimal wear and clear details, is always more desirable. The date, the wheat ears, and Lincoln's profile need to remain sharp, as even slight rubbing can diminish the coin's overall appeal. When examining a 1956 no mint mark penny, collectors pay close attention to several key aspects that determine its value. First, the overall grade of the coin is critical. Coins are typically graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with intermediate designations such as fine, very fine, extremely fine, and about uncirculated. A coin in mint state condition, showing no signs of wear and maintaining all its original luster, is considered the most valuable. Second, the presence of any errors or anomalies can significantly increase a coin's worth. In the world of numismatics, even minor variations, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or small planchet imperfections, can make a standard coin extraordinarily rare and collectible. Collectors also consider the historical significance and story behind the coin. The Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of metal, it is a tangible link to a moment in American history. Holding a 1956 no mint mark penny connects the collector to the post-war era, a period of optimism, economic growth, and cultural change. It's a small artifact that embodies both the artistry of its designer and the economic realities of its time. Each penny minted that year traveled through countless hands, carried in wallets, pockets, and cash registers, each passing moment adding to its story. Another important factor contributing to the coin's value is scarcity. While millions of Lincoln pennies were minted in 1956, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition can be challenging. Many pennies were spent and worn over the years, and others were lost or discarded. This natural attrition means that well-preserved examples are rarer and, therefore, more desirable among collectors. Even subtle differences, such as a slightly higher relief, a minor die crack, or an unusual toning pattern, can make a coin stand out in the market. Investors and collectors alike have increasingly turned their attention to coins like the 1956 no mint mark Lincoln penny as both a hobby and a form of tangible investment. Unlike paper currency or digital assets, coins have intrinsic value, a historical narrative, and a physical presence that cannot be duplicated. Over time, rare coins tend to hold their value and, in many cases, appreciate, particularly those in exceptional condition or with unique characteristics. For many, collecting coins is about more than money. It's about preserving history, celebrating craftsmanship, and enjoying the thrill of discovering a hidden treasure. So how does one identify a genuine 1956 no mint mark Lincoln wheat penny worth collecting? First, it is essential to consult reliable numismatic references and guides, which provide detailed information about mintages, varieties, and grading standards. Experienced collectors often use magnifying tools to inspect coins for subtle details, ensuring authenticity and condition. Additionally, reputable dealers and coin shows offer opportunities to examine coins firsthand and gain insights from seasoned experts. The coin's weight, diameter, and composition should all match the official specifications: 3.11 grams, 19.05 millimeters in diameter, and composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Over the years, several 1956 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies have achieved remarkable prices at auction, particularly those in superior condition or with exceptional eye appeal. Coins that display a perfect strike, vibrant luster, and attractive toning can attract significant attention from collectors and investors alike. It is a testament to the enduring appeal of the Lincoln penny that even coins minted over 6 decades ago continue to command interest and admiration in the numismatic community. It's also worth noting the emotional and educational value of collecting such coins. Each penny can spark curiosity about the past, encouraging collectors to explore American history, the evolution of coinage, and the broader economic and cultural context of the era. Children and adults alike find joy in holding a piece of history, imagining the hands it passed through, and appreciating the skill required to strike each coin. The 1956 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is not just currency, it is a story frozen in copper, a connection across generations, and a tangible reminder of a simpler time. For those considering adding a 1956 no-mint Mark penny to their collection, it is important to approach the process with care and knowledge. Proper storage, handling, and documentation are key to preserving the coin's condition and value. Collectors often use acid-free holders, protective sleeves, and controlled environments to prevent oxidation, scratches, or other damage. Maintaining a detailed record of each coin, including purchase history, grading, and provenance, adds another layer of value and security for future transactions or estate planning. The fascination with the 1956 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is part of a broader appreciation for the Lincoln Wheat penny series, which spanned nearly 5 decades. The design, with its iconic wheat stalks and the enduring image of Abraham Lincoln, captures the essence of American coinage during the early to mid-20th century. Each coin tells a story, both of the era in which it was produced and of the countless individuals who carried it through everyday life. Collecting these coins is a way of connecting with history, artistry, and culture, making the hobby both intellectually stimulating and emotionally rewarding. In conclusion, the 1956 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny is a remarkable example of numismatic artistry, historical significance, and collectible value. From its classic design and copper composition to its scarcity and appeal among collectors, this coin embodies the qualities that make coin collecting such a cherished pursuit. Whether you are a seasoned collector seeking a prized addition to your portfolio or a newcomer drawn by curiosity and history, the 1956 penny offers a tangible connection to the past and the promise of enduring worth. For those who have been searching for a rare and valuable coin that combines history, artistry, and investment potential, this humble penny represents an extraordinary opportunity. Its story continues to captivate enthusiasts, historians, and investors alike, proving that even the smallest pieces of currency can carry immense significance. For those wondering about its monetary value today, a 1956 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in exceptional condition can command an impressive sum, reflecting its rarity, desirability, and historical importance. The United States has long been a land of opportunity, not only in the sense of dreams and prosperity, but also in the world of rare coins. Among the vast array of collectible American coins, few pieces have captured the attention of numismatists and casual collectors alike quite like the Lincoln Wheat penny. Introduced in 1909 to honor one of the nation's most revered presidents, Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln cent quickly became an iconic symbol of American currency. While millions of these pennies circulated through pockets, cash registers, and banks, a select few minted in specific years have gone on to become highly sought-after collector's items, capable of commanding astonishing prices in the modern coin market. One such coin is the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat Penny, a small, seemingly ordinary coin that hides extraordinary value within its copper core. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is instantly recognizable by its design. The obverse proudly features a profile of Abraham Lincoln, carefully sculpted by Victor David Brenner, facing to the right, his distinctive beard adding a touch of character and dignity. Lincoln's visage on the penny is more than just decoration, it is a tribute to a leader who guided the nation through its darkest hours. Surrounding Lincoln's profile are inscriptions that are both familiar and deeply rooted in American tradition. "In God We Trust," arches across the top, "Liberty," rests along the left edge, and the year of minting, in this case, 1957, is etched boldly on the right. But it is the reverse that gives the coin its iconic nickname. Two stalks of wheat frame the words, 1 cent, and United States of America. A simple yet elegant nod to the agrarian roots of the nation at the time. What sets the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat Penny apart from the billions of other pennies minted throughout the 20th century is its mint mark and the context in which it was produced. The D mint mark, located just below the date on the obverse, signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the key mints responsible for producing circulating coins for the United States. Coins from the Denver Mint have their own distinctive qualities, and collectors often seek them out for their unique place in numismatic history. In 1957, millions of Lincoln Wheat pennies were produced, yet certain variations, condition factors, and historical interest have made some examples exceptionally valuable today. Collectors are drawn to the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny for a variety of reasons, chief among them being its scarcity in higher grades. Most coins from this era were heavily circulated, often worn down by decades of everyday transactions. This means that finding a 1957 D penny in mint or near mint condition is increasingly rare, and rarity directly translates to value. Coin grading plays a crucial role in determining the market price, with professional services assessing the condition based on factors such as luster, surface marks, strike quality, and overall eye appeal. A coin graded as mint state 65 or higher, for instance, is considered exceptional, showing very few signs of wear and retaining much of its original mint luster. For collectors and investors, such a coin is a prized addition to a collection, capable of fetching significant sums at auction. But beyond its physical condition, the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny carries a narrative that adds depth to its appeal. The late 1950s in America were a time of transformation. The nation was emerging from the post-war era with economic prosperity, social change, and cultural shifts that would shape the coming decades. The pennies minted during this period reflect more than just monetary value. They are tiny snapshots of history, tangible connections to the everyday lives of Americans in the 1950s. Every scratch, toning variation, or minor imperfection tells a story about circulation, handling, and the passage of time, making each coin a small historical artifact. Numismatic enthusiasts also appreciate the subtle variations that can occur even within coins minted in the same year and at the same facility. Die varieties, small errors, and minting inconsistencies can significantly enhance a coin's desirability. For the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny, collectors keep a keen eye out for doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet anomalies. Such variations are rare and can transform an otherwise standard penny into a highly prized collector's item. The thrill of discovering these unique characteristics is part of what makes coin collecting such a captivating hobby. Investment potential is another reason why the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny remains in high demand. Unlike modern coins, which are mass-produced and often remain in circulation for short periods, wheat pennies have long since ceased to circulate in significant numbers. Over time, coins in excellent condition become scarcer, creating a natural upward pressure on their value. Savvy collectors and investors recognize this, seeking coins that combine historical significance, rarity, and condition. In this context, the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny represents not just a piece of currency but a tangible asset that can appreciate in value over time. For those interested in starting or expanding a collection, the 1957 D Lincoln Wheat penny offers a unique combination of accessibility and prestige. While extremely rare coins from earlier decades may be prohibitively expensive, a well-preserved 1957 D penny is attainable for serious collectors who understand the market. It's also an ideal entry point into the broader world of Lincoln wheat pennies, which span nearly half a century from 1909 to 1958. Collectors often take pride in building comprehensive collections, carefully selecting coins from each year and mint, with the 1957 D representing a particularly significant piece of the Denver Mint's output during the mid-20th century. The coin's enduring charm is also tied to its aesthetic appeal. The warm copper color, the intricate detailing of Lincoln's profile, and the delicate wheat stalks on the reverse combine to create a visually pleasing object that is as much art as it is currency. Over time, collectors have developed a keen appreciation for the beauty of these small coins, which can often display subtle toning and patina that enhance their visual allure. Proper storage and handling, such as using protective holders and avoiding exposure to moisture and air, can help preserve the coin's condition and maximize its long-term value. In the modern market, the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny continues to attract attention from both seasoned numismatists and casual collectors. Auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces are filled with listings, with buyers carefully assessing grades, photographs, and provenance. Those who acquire coins in exceptional condition often see their investment rewarded over time, not only through potential monetary appreciation but also through the satisfaction of owning a piece of American history. Ultimately, the 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny is much more than a simple coin. It is a bridge to the past, a collectible with both historical and financial significance. Whether you are drawn to the artistry, the history, or the potential for investment, this small piece of copper has the power to capture attention and imagination alike. It reminds us that even the most commonplace objects in our daily lives can carry extraordinary stories and unexpected value. If you happen to come across a 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny in exceptional condition, it's worth examining carefully, considering professional grading, and appreciating it not just as currency, but as a piece of history that has survived decades of American life. In the hands of collectors, enthusiasts, and investors alike, this coin transcends its humble origins, becoming a cherished artifact and, for some, a source of remarkable financial reward. Today, a 1957 D Lincoln wheat penny, depending on its condition, can command an impressive sum, $29,488 in words.